On my recent trip to Senegal, West Africa, I met an amazing little girl named Gaia. FYI, the name Gaia means the earth. I read that in Greek mythology, Gaia was known as the mother goddess and was the personification of the earth. Gaia is a 9-year-old dynamo. She's half American and half Senegalese. She's a polyglot who speaks English, French, and Wolof, which is the native language of Senegal, Mauritania, and Gambia. Now, of note, Wolof is an oral tonal language, so it doesn't have an alphabet like English. Obviously, the Senegalese nationals can tell immediately by your accent if you are not a native speaker. However, they could not figure Gaia out, and she was our secret weapon when we went to the Boer market to shop. So here comes Gaia, and she looks Senegalese and she speaks Wolof just like they do, but she was with her mom and, as she called us, her 3 American aunties in the market. She knew the proper prices and how to negotiate on our behalf. And you could just see on the faces of the people in the market that they were trying to figure her out. Like, who is this little girl? Why is she with these Americans? But she talks like one of us. And I have to tell you, she is so mature for her age. She's also very confident in having conversations with adults. The first few days I was in Senegal, she came to my room at the villa and we had just a delightful conversation about school and her experiences while spending time in the country. On another day, prior to a big Muslim festival called Tabaski, our group decided to walk to the local grocery store because during Tabaski, it's almost like the country shuts down because people are traveling to their home villages and they do not do work. Instead, they slaughter lambs for their traditional meals and spend time with family. So our group took a walk from our villa to the local supermarket called Auchan. Now, while we were there, everyone bought different snacks and things that we wanted to have while the young ladies who typically cooked for us were preparing to celebrate Tabaski with their respective families. It got a little bit dark, and of course, all of us had packages, and we had to take a taxi back to our villa. Well, unfortunately, the taxi driver, of course, decided to kind of take advantage of the situation. The normal price for such a short drive back to our villa would be 1,000 sifas, which is the currency in Senegal. Well, he charged us 1,500 sifas. And little Gaia had a very spirited discussion with this gentleman and was telling him in the Wolof language, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know the price is 1,000 and you're just charging more because I'm with my mom and my aunties. And I could tell the gentleman was somewhat shocked and amused that this little girl would speak so confidently to him. Now, even though I do not understand Wolof at all, I did pick up on the fact that he was asking her about her father. And she would just respond, eh, eh. She would give no information about her dad. And I knew immediately, this is a very smart young lady. Anyway, the taxi driver brought us back to our villa all in one piece and helped us with our packages. And I saw him pat Gaia on her shoulder and smile like, what a feisty little girl. At any rate, I thoroughly enjoyed Gaia's company. Each day she would come down and join our group for breakfast. The young ladies who worked at the villa would prepare our meals for us, and we sat at a table outside and enjoyed the lovely weather. And Miss Gaia would just sit with us and hold court with us as if she was a little adult as well. I tell you, I can honestly say I think I have met Supergirl, and her name is Gaia.